To make a long story short, I moved to California. Hello everyone, I'm Janice. As you guys know, dang, I almost did the intro to my podcast that I have. What do I normally say? It's been a year. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Hi, I'm Janice. This is Vibing with Janice, and it's been a year since I posted a video. Which is, it wasn't really planned, but then I didn't really have much to post because the thing is, like, I am a simple, normal person. Like, I don't go on trips a lot, which ironically, though, I'm on a trip and I'm making a video about it. And the last video I did, I was in New York, so this is not normal for me. Yeah, I'm a normal person and I work in a kitchen, and that's not really like a vloggable job to have. I can't be like holding a camera up and it's like, Janice, you need to plate this dish, and it's like, you know, not YouTube vlogger friendly. So yeah, I'm living in California right now and it's been interesting. So I live in, like, I don't know, no one's really given me an answer as to what to call Santa Barbara, because some people refer to it as North LA. It's definitely not, and it's not Southern California, but it's not, I don't know if people consider it Central, because every time I move Central Cal, like, I don't really hear Santa Barbara brought up, because it's like, oh, well, it's a 2-hour drive from LA, and I'm like, yeah, but it's not, it has no Southern Californian vibes. So yeah, that's been an experience for me, to say the least. But however, I've been there for like 7 months, and I never left the city or the county area. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind, and I need a vacation. I am going on vacation next week. Actually, I'm going to Atlanta. So this whole trip was very spontaneous. I was joking with my boss, and he was like, oh, what days do you want off? And I was like, dude, I don't really care. Like, the only special thing I would request is 3 days off, and maybe I'll go to LA. And he's like, do you want that? And I was like, will you make that happen? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh. So I planned this trip like last week. But it kind of worked out. So most people who live in California who go to LA, they just like a drive there. However, I do not own a vehicle. I remember, if you remember my earlier vlog, I haven't got my license yet, but I might get my motorcycle license. That's a whole other story for a different day, though. Oh, all right. Another thing since I've last vlogged, I can drink now. Yes, this is a Starbucks cup. So I wanted to go to the bar that was in my hotel just now, and it was closed, and I'm like, dang, they closed 30 minutes early. But I work in this industry, so, you know, I respect it. But they have like a Starbucks and grab and go that's 24 hours. I'm like, wow, Starbucks 24 hours, like, I need that in my life. But anyway, so I went and I was like, oh, can I get some alcohol, please? I really just wanted a margarita, but he's like, oh, I have Cosmopolitans. I've never had a Cosmopolitan. I just know it's vodka and cranberry juice, and homegirl behind me was like, girl, what cranberry juice is in there? This is liquor. And I was like, girl, I don't know, but, and then I thought it was $9, and then he rung me up and he was like, oh, it's $16.38, and I was just like, YOLO. So when I go on trips, that's how I approach things. I'm not balling. I'm not strictly on a budget because I like need to live my life. But yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta take that L, because I really thought it was gonna be $9 drink. What am I gonna say right now? I've only been here for like not even a full 24 hours. I took the train down, so that's where I was going with that whole car thing. I took the train down to Amtrak or Pacific Surfliner. Not that bad. It was $31. Then, you know, me being me, I think it convinced myself that I can walk anywhere because I have Google Maps and I know how to read directions. And that is mostly true. However, I had 3 bags with me when I got off the train station, and I was like, okay, you know, maybe, because, you know, the train's air conditioned. I go outside, and I'm like, okay, when I go outside, I'm going to determine if I can really walk in this weather, because Google said it was a 35-minute walk from the train station to my hotel. I'm like, 30 minutes is nothing, but one, I had stuff, so that was problem number 1. 2, California is currently having a heat wave go through. It is 97 degrees. I'm sweating right now. Actually, pause. The AC should be on. Okay, so now I won't be sweating because I'm like, bro, why have I been sweating in this city since I've gotten here? And honestly, also another thing I learned this year, I didn't really thought I sweat that much, but then because like my dad, he'll be playing soccer and it's just like everywhere, and I'm like, ew, that's gross. And I never really thought that would be me, but sometimes the kitchen I work in gets up to 100 degrees and I'm like dying, and then I'm just like plating of stuff, grabbing a napkin, wiping my face, washing my hands, going again, and I'm like, this is gross. Like, how do people live like this? So don't make fun of what your parents go through, because you'll probably end up going through the similar thing. So it's only day 1, kind of. What have I done? Not much, because I got here at like early evening, 5 o'clock. But, you know, I went out. First impression of LA so far. I haven't been in a city for 7 months, and I didn't think I would like that'd be a shock thing to me, because 1, I was ready to see more black people, and 2, I was just ready to see more people. I see the same thing in Santa Barbara. It's the same thing to me. It's cool for friendly, but I wanted something different. Immediately packed. First of all, I didn't even know that LA had a subway station, so I felt stupid, but I'm so happy they do, because, you know, gorgeous girls take public transportation. But anyway, so I was gonna walk to the hotel. It was 97 degrees outside. I was like, absolutely not. And then I was trying to figure out how to take the bus, but then I only bought a one-way on my card, and I was like, I'm not going back downstairs to refill this thing. And then I look out and there's people everywhere, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot what this was like. So obviously it's a city, it's bustling, it's hustling, you know, I missed that. At first it was kind of reminding me of Atlanta a little bit, because I don't know, I just got like a little bit of like, it was familiar. It's like, all right, Atlanta vibes. But then once I get settled, check in, rest a bit, I go out to get some food for dinner, because I'm in LA to eat. It reminds me, LA right now is reminding me of what I thought New York would be like, because everyone was like, be careful, New York is scary, you know, you gotta really be on top of your stuff, and don't be suspicious, but, you know, and there's just like all these warnings about how New York is dangerous, which I'm pretty sure it is, but like, I had fun in New York. Nicest people I ever met, well, not ever, but they were some nice folks, you know, nothing like rude assholes that you would assume on television, excuse my language. No, LA right now is what I thought New York would be. Like, if you filmed a movie in LA and you didn't put like the major attractions and stuff, like the subway, that is like, that made me feel like I was in New York. I was like, oh my god, this thing is dingy, good lord. Also, I haven't been here for 24 hours, and it's been a lot of things I would say would happen in New York. Homeless people. I have nothing against the homeless. I really hope they recover from whatever they're struggling with, but they act like those videos when they talk about like when you walk past a GTA character. That's number 1. 2, a very great incident to start off my trip. I was taking the subway back to where I got dinner, which I'll post the clips after this, or maybe, yeah, after this, because I'm talking. And the train was about to go, but then the train stopped, and I'm like, all right, you know, anybody who takes the subway knows that everyone boards exits. You got like 30 seconds. Doors closed. We going. It was like 3 minutes. I'm like, all right, what's going on? Then I see some dude, like an employee with his like bright traffic looking vest on, comes by and he walks to the other side, other track, and he's yelling. He's like, hey, what are you doing over there? Guys, there's somebody who jumped on the tracks. I was like, Lord. Because when I was walking down the stairs, the board, I was like, low-key, this guy looks a little creepy, but like then he went on the train, so I was like, cool, but then he left, and I was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? But then I was like, cool, you know, I prayed for him and I went about my day. I was like, I was trying to. And then he was like, yo, you need to get off these tracks. And I'm like, girl, I do not have the mental capacity to see someone commit suicide in front of my face. I will literally need more therapy. Yeah, this trip is also for me to hold my life together a little bit. Things have been happening. You know, we're doing okay with our mental health, but you know, you need a break from your surroundings. So I was like, cool, take this time to go to LA. But yeah, I was like, girl, if I see this man commit suicide in front of me, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown in this damn subway. It's gonna be a mess. I don't think he did. I think he climbed out some kind of way, and then the train left, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pray again, and hopefully I don't see anything on the news on Google that's like, hey, man jumped in front of a train in LA on the 7th and Metro Center station. And I'm like, I saw that dude. Anyway, so yeah, LA is giving me New York scary 90s Time Street vibes right now, which is okay. I went to Koreatown for dinner, caught the bus. It was so good. And I was struggling because I was trying to find a Korean restaurant, but there's so many restaurants out here. It's like trying to Google and it's like, here's all your options. And I'm like, okay, what's good? It's like, here's all your options. And I'm like, great. So, and then the other thing is like, I like Korean barbecue, but it's only me right now. So it's like, who am I going to eat Korean barbecue with? But I found this place, and it was funny because like most restaurants, it was like, this meal will feed 4 people, and I'm like, I don't have it in me to eat 4 portions of food. I don't have it in me to eat 4 portions of food, but I saw, and it was okay, I'm gonna jack this pronunciation, but you're gonna know what I mean. Bulgogi. It's 2 G's. I always forget there's 2 G's. I don't think I pronounced that right, but it's the marinated beef. Oh, it's so good. They had that for $20, serves 2 people. I was like, absolutely. I think it was funny because I sat and then they were like, oh, just by yourself? I was like, why'd you word it like that? It's like, yeah, just me. They're like, okay. And I think in their heads, the servers and the staff and like the owners were like, is this random black girl gonna eat all this food? And I did. Period. I ate the beef. They brought me, they were like, do you want rice? I'm like, yes. I didn't know that with like a lot of Korean meals, there's like different side dishes that you just will randomly get. I don't know what I got. It was delicious. I ate most of it. I ate that whole meat. I ate half the rice. I finished one of the 4 little accoutrements. I don't know what they're called, but it was great. And I was full. And I was like, all right, let's get dessert. Because if anyone knows me, I like getting my sweets in. So I got my dessert. So yeah, it's only like almost 1 a.m. I want to say. And I'm only going to be here for like another full day. And then I go back next day. So I'm like, in between, I'm like, do I want to go out and like find more things to eat? Because like I said, I'm gonna be in LA to eat, so I don't know, because part of me is just like, oh, stay in your hotel, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna lay in my bed, eat Oreos, drink this drink, and watch One Piece. And like, I could do that at home. I do that at home every day when I get off work. So I don't know, we're gonna see. I'm gonna Google, because I'm not really trying to catch the bus at 1 a.m. I don't even know if it runs that late. I'm not trying to pay Uber a lot of money, because like I don't Uber anymore, guys. I've been released from that chain and that bill of $700 a month. Amen. So I don't really want to be giving Uber my money anymore, but we'll see. Because like I said, LA has good food. I hear LA has good food, and I'm here to eat. and enjoy my life and not be thinking about work for at least a day. So, cheers. I'm gonna sip on this very strong Cosmopolitan. Okay, so we're back. It is currently almost 2 o'clock, so an hour has passed. I got tacos. So, I love tacos. Let's see how this angle is. Let's go a little lower. Maybe? No? Haha. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I like tacos, and everyone's like, LA street tacos. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously I have to get LA street tacos on here. And with Google being Google, I've accepted the fact that, and I'm not good at looking for places. It's come to find out. I feel like you're crooked. Okay. Just sit center. Come to find out. So my goal is not to find the best food in LA, but enjoyable food. I want to enjoy myself, because in my personal opinion, the food scene in Santa Barbara is really not it for me. The best way I can put it is Santa Barbara has a diverse, has like one of each thing that you would want. Like if you want ramen, there's like 2 restaurants you can get ramen at. If you want, there's a lot more Mexican food, but like if you want pho, there's one place. And with certain cuisines being so limited, and the fact that you're like the only option people are gonna go to, I feel like it doesn't have to be great. And plus, like, the population is mainly white people, so do they really know if this is like good or not, especially if they've lived there their whole lives? I don't know. No offense to the Santa Barbarians or whatever y'all call yourselves. I, on the other hand, from Atlanta, where we have multiple different types of cuisines and multiple restaurants for those cuisines, and if your food is trash, you're more than likely gonna go out of business, or you're just, people are gonna talk. They're gonna be like, yo, this place sucks, versus like, and I'm gonna trust the person who like, oh yeah, I went here and it was really good, and here's my background, and I grew up eating Chinese food, and this reminds me of my grandma. I'm gonna believe her versus I'm gonna believe Bob, who's like, this seems so ethnic and authentic, and it's like, no. Oh, also, I left and I let my Cosmopolitan like ice water down a bit. It is not watered down. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up and try these tacos from Crazy Taco. Yeah, that's what it was called. It was a little food truck. This is all I ever wanted in my life. Besides, peace, happiness, no depression, ending world hunger, no animal cruelty, the planet healing. I just want a good taco. A taco that tastes real. A taco that a Mexican immigrant or a Chicano generation would enjoy. To be like, yeah, these are real tacos. This is the carnitas taco. This is the pastor taco. The goal of this trip, or one of them, or one of the reasons besides me needing a break from like working and being exhausted and wanting to cry every day, is to reestablish my relationship with food. I love to eat. I look forward to eating. I love trying new places. But the places I've been eating for the most part for the last 7 months have been basic. And I've been slowly not getting as excited about food anymore. I've been surviving off of frozen meals and takeout, but the takeout's just generic because I don't feel like cooking at home. And these tacos kind of reminded me why I'm in this industry, why I want to make good food for people. Good morning. Today is day 2 of my little mini vacay trip in LA. It's like 9:30ish. I'm trying to get a lot done. Not like a lot, but I'm trying to have like the most out of my full day here. I'm getting breakfast. I'm trying out this black-owned restaurant, and then I'm gonna go to the La Brea Tar Pits, which I'm super excited to see. I watch Eons on here on YouTube, and I love their videos about dinosaurs, and I also love the fact that like there's gonna be a bunch of fossils, and I've never been to like a natural history museum or somewhere where there's fossils, really. Like, I really don't think I've seen like a lot of fossils in person. It might have been like 1 or 2. They've like brought them some from school or something. I don't really know. So right now this is a plan. I'm gonna see how much I can film, because I don't even think I brought the charger for this phone, which means I'm probably gonna switch to my other phone, but it's like having low storage, so that's great. So that's cool. Besides that, I'm gonna hit up Chinatown. It was kind of on my list of things to do. And then one of my friends / coworkers like, hey, can you go to Chinatown for me and get these shirts? And I'm like, bro, what? So I have something to do in Chinatown now. And I'm gonna ask him to like send me a restaurant request, because yeah. So yeah, I'm going to a black-owned restaurant for breakfast. I have mixed feelings. It's not even like I want to support like black businesses. I'm always down for that. It's just the fact that it's like a southern style soul food place, and like I don't know, I want to try something different because I'm from Atlanta, so I don't want to like get it and be disappointed, but at the same time it's like this is probably going to be better than whatever random soul food joint just opened in Santa Barbara and looks like trash. So we're gonna get ready and head out soon. Today's fit check: crop top, overalls, colorful Vans, necklace, jewelry, all that. It's hot in LA. It's like 97 degrees, and I'm not wearing clothes, 'cause like, what is this actual weather? I don't know, but I'm not gonna be trying to like walk around, especially when I walk everywhere, in jeans and stuff, and like, no, absolutely not. So let's get the day started. So right now, I am at the La Brea Tar Pits, which is a paleontology dinosaur museum. So I'm going to be walking around, looking at fossils, different plants and things like that. So I'm really excited to be here. I love watching videos about dinosaurs and different prehistoric beings. So I'm just going to walk around and take a look. So here, the tar pit is actually pretty active. There's tar that just kind of randomly bubbles in different areas on the ground that kind of just show what these animals were going through or could happen to get stuck in, besides the very large ones. So it's kind of interesting that this area definitely still has like tar. Um, and nearby and stuff that kind of like, oh, well, it's still there because obviously this was here for like thousands of years, millions of years. Hello. Obviously, this is not my normal camera. I didn't realize my laptop camera sucked this bad. But, this is the end of the vlog. So, crazy enough, I swore I did a whole outro video. And I cannot find it on either of my phones about, like, how I enjoyed my experience and stuff. And it's been, like, over a month now. But, thanks for watching. I did really enjoy LA and visiting. Funny enough, I got COVID after this trip and couldn't go home. So I'm going home later this month, so it's okay, but in overall, I really did enjoy LA. I can't wait to go back and explore more places, and if you guys have your own suggestions, drop them in the comments. But yeah, we're wrapping up the vlog now. Thanks for watching.